Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Russia-Ukraine war. What we know on day 53 of the invasion, the remaining Ukrainian forces in the southern port city of Mariupol were still fighting on Sunday and continued to defy a Russian demand that they surrender, according to the Ukrainian Prime Minister, Denis Shmyhal. The President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, urged member states to supply Ukraine with weapon systems quickly, and suggested that a new round of EU sanctions could target Russia's powerful Sberbank and include an embargo on Russian oil. A Ukrainian health official said at least 5 people were killed in the Russian shelling of Kharkiv on Sunday. Maxim Horstov, the head of the Kharkiv Regional Administration's health department, said another 13 residents were wounded in the bombardment of Ukraine's second-largest city. At least 2 people were killed and 4 injured on Sunday in shelling of the eastern Ukrainian town of Zolot, the local governor said. In one of the high-rise buildings, 2 floors were destroyed. We have at least 2 dead citizens, 4 more wounded, said Serhiy Gaidai, the governor of Luhansk. Ukraine and Russia failed to agree on humanitarian convoys for the evacuation of civilians from war-affected areas, according to Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister, Irina Vereshchuk. Another missile attack in the early hours of Sunday damaged infrastructure in Brovary, near Kyiv, said the city's mayor, Igor Sapochko, in an online post. Russian armed forces destroyed an ammunition factory near Kyiv, the Russian Defense Ministry spokesperson Igor Konashenkov said. Many of the nearly 5 million people who have fled Ukraine will not have homes to return to, the United Nations warned. Ukraine has asked G7 nations for $50 billion, £38 billion, in financial support and is also considering issuing 0% coupon bonds to help it cover a war-linked budget deficit over the next 6 months, the president's economic advisor Oleg Ustenko said. Russia said it was concerned about increased activity of NATO forces in the Arctic and that it saw risks of unintended incidents occurring in the region, Reuters reported. In his Easter Sunday address, Pope Francis urged leaders to hear the people's plea for peace in Ukraine and implicitly criticized Russia for dragging the country into a cruel and senseless conflict. Christ's message that good will triumph over evil resonated even more this year amid the backdrop of the war in Ukraine, Boris Johnson said. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has abruptly transformed the world. Millions of people have already fled. A new Iron Curtain is grinding into place. An economic war deepens, as the military conflict escalates, civilian casualties rise and evidence of horrific war crimes mounts. It's our job at The Guardian to decipher a rapidly changing landscape, particularly when it involves a mounting refugee crisis and the risk of unthinkable escalation. Our correspondents are on the ground in Ukraine and throughout the globe delivering round-the-clock reporting and analysis during this perilous situation. We know there is no substitute for being there, and we'll stay on the ground, as we did during the 1917 Russian Revolution, the Ukrainian famine of the 1930s, the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 and the first Russo-Ukrainian conflict in 2014. We have an illustrious, 200-year history of reporting throughout Europe in times of upheaval, peace and everything in between. We won't let up now. Tens of millions have placed their trust in The Guardian's fearless journalism since we started publishing 200 years ago, turning to us in moments of crisis, uncertainty, solidarity and hope. We'd like to invite you to join more than 1.5 million supporters from 180 countries who now power us financially, keeping us open to all, and fiercely independent. Unlike many others, The Guardian has no shareholders and no billionaire owner. Just the determination and passion to deliver high-impact global reporting, always free from commercial or political influence. Reporting like this is vital to establish the facts, who is lying and who is telling the truth. And we provide all this for free, for everyone to read. We do this because we believe in information equality. Greater numbers of people can keep track of the global events shaping our world, understand their impact on people and communities, and become inspired to take meaningful action. Millions can benefit from open access to quality, truthful news, regardless of their ability to pay for it. If there were ever a time to join us, it is now. Every contribution, however big or small, powers our journalism and sustains our future. Support The Guardian from as little as $1. It only takes a minute. Thank you.